Morning, it's June from Paintspotsandpaper and JOTJournalsCreations. Welcome to my desk. I'm just gonna start. I just left things as they were last night because I'd had enough, and I'm just going to start. I'm just gonna finish off, just decorating, embellishing this. It's like stash and scraps journal, and just thought you might like to join me as I just put a few finishing touches to it. Right, so let's get some of this out of the way. She just shoves it all to one side. I have done quite a lot to this one. In fact, I've nearly finished it. I just want to add a couple of bits to the cover, and there are a couple of bits that I will add off screen because they'll be fiddly. I've got to add some beads here, and I've got to finish off the spine. I'm not sure what I want to do with that yet, but I will know within the next couple of days. I've put on some sari silk to tie it up because she's a big girl, big and blousy. Well, she's not very blousy at the moment. She hasn't got much lace in her. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add some bits, and then when I finished it, which will be very shortly, fingers crossed, then I'll do a proper flip through for you. But anyway, for now, I hope I've got the camera in the right place. I never do know, do I? So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to, well, before I start, how are you? I hope you're all well. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. Here in the UK, it's bank holiday weekend, so our weekend extends Monday as well, which is brilliant because it gives us an extra day. And today, after 2 days of high winds and lots of rain, which I must admit we needed, my water butts were empty, now they're full up, the weather's brightened up, so we're going to be having some nice weather this week, but hopefully it'll be nice today and nice for tomorrow for the bank holiday for people to get out and about. So anyway, let's get on with this. Now, I've thought of what I want to do to the back. I want to add a couple of bits on the back, and I've got some of this ticking, and I've torn a piece down. I'm just going to see if I can fray it a bit more along this end. You're supposed to get a needle into it, aren't you, and pull the threads out, but I think this works nearly as well. And it'll gradually fray a bit more with use. So have that bit, so a bit more off there. That's it. So anyway, I'm going to put this on along here. I don't like the back to be completely plain, so let's get a fabric tack out. And get some. I think I'll just put a bit on here actually. And this ticking doesn't seem to matter which side it goes, it's the same colour. I quite like this dulled down red. When I first got it, I thought it was going to be a little bit brighter. It looked brighter when I saw it, but I think now I prefer it this dulled down colour because it goes better with vintage journals. That's it. I'm going to leave the edges clear so that they can fray some more. I'll just quickly check my time. Yeah, that's okay, I can see it now. Right, so I'm going to put this on here. I don't want it exactly central. In fact, I might have a bit coming down the bottom there. Yeah, that bottom bit can come down. Oh, I get all bits stuck on me now. I've got a little, I can find it amongst the chaos. That's it. And I'm putting this, let's chop that bit off, wrong scissors, June. Ouch, nearly had my finger off it. And I'll put this on, I think, at an angle across there. Yeah, I've got a, what's it, hoodie on this morning. It's, yeah, a bit, still a bit cool. It is in my craft room. The outside the sun started shining, that's quite warm. But, yeah, it's a bit cool in here, so I thought, well, keep it on. And quite funny, well, it's not funny, but I've clipped my dog, Poppy, because she's got like the cross between, she's crossed between a Lhasa Apso and a poodle, so she has long fur and it's curly, as I've said before, and all the heat we had in the last couple of weeks, she got so hot I decided to clip her really short. I've done that the wrong way, haven't I? Oh, it doesn't really matter. So I've clipped her, but yesterday evening, bless her, she started shivering a bit. So she's got her little jumper on at the moment, but I'll have to take that off when I finish this video, otherwise she's going to get too hot. And I thought, I'm not sure which way up this goes. That way. I can hardly read it, but no, actually I would have thought it'd go that way. So I'm desperately trying to read the largest. Yes, it does go that way. Yeah. Hopefully. I'm just going to quickly snip this out. I've been going through. I couldn't find one already cut. I've got lots of labels cut. But of course, not the one you want. There never is the one you want, is there? We do all this fussy cutting of things like this, and there's never the piece you want. I suppose it doesn't have to be too perfect because it's junk journal, but it's going to be inked around the edges, so it'll hide any of my crappy old cutting. And I'm quite excited. I ordered some little, they're handmade in India, little wooden stamps for my pottery, and they came through this morning, and I've seen them. I haven't unpacked them, but it's a clear packaging and I can see the designs on them, and I can't wait to play with them. So I think this afternoon, when I've finished here and I've had a shower, I think that they may well be coming out, and the clay, and I might make some little handmade dishes just so I can use them. So I'm looking forward to that. Right. I think I'm going to pop him there. That's it, it just makes the back a bit more interesting. I didn't know whether to put something up there or not. It's a bit turned, but I don't know whether to pop something up there. I wonder if I've got a little number, might be nice up there. Excuse me a minute, I'm just going to go and see if I've got a small number on any of mine. Bear with me a minute. Of course I didn't think of this. You think you thought of everything. But there's always something you didn't think of getting. And my Tracy Fox's printout sheets that I'd forgotten I had. I just want something small to go up in that corner, just... Yeah, that's the one. I wanted a number, but I thought I wanted a single number, but now I've seen this, I like it. It's got that little bit of red on it to correspond with all the... I mean, oh God. That's got to be the worst bit of cutting in history. Never mind. Let's give it a quick inking. That corner's been cut bad, so that can be inked a bit more. That's it. My glue stick. Yes, I want to get this one finished because my bee journal is very nearly finished as well, thank goodness. I say thank goodness, it's been lovely to do. So as this one, I have thoroughly enjoyed doing this one. But I've enjoyed the bee journal as well. I'm not sure what I'm doing next. Haven't made up my mind. Don't know if that's straight enough. That's it, just fills that little corner. Now, what to do up here? I'll probably stick the whole thing to the desk now. No, I don't think that should be okay. With these couple of bits. Now, don't know what to do on the front here. I thought perhaps something similar actually. I've got this other odd bit. Quite like that. Or over like that, I don't know. Maybe. Over like that. I'm going to pop that over like that and I'm going to put something on it. Fray it off a bit. That should do. Yeah, I'm going to take that over the top. I'm going to have to get this out the way. Does it matter if I go over that a bit? I'll do this side. No, they might go too long the other side. I don't really want it too long the other side. I don't know. No, that'll be okay. Yeah, I'm going to... Woo! Come back. Get the fabric going. Now, how far do I want it? Oh, that will be alright. the label a little bit, that doesn't really matter. Good job Fabri-Tac doesn't dry as quick as glitter art glue, isn't it? That's it. Just over a bit onto that. That's it. And I'm going to bring it over onto here. Keep still. It's so full. But that's how I like them. I do like big fat journals. There's still plenty of space in it to write. You could still shove stuff in because, if you like chubby journals that is, because there's plenty of sari silk to allow for expansion. I do like things to allow for expansion. No, don't stick there. Get something to put. Get off me. Get something to put in there. Excuse my arm. Let's put that in there. That's it. That's better. Now, I was wondering, perhaps not, no. That one's quite nice. Now, I did have a bit of string or something lying around to at one point. And one of these days I'm going to do myself a serious injury by not putting my scissors away. I laugh, but it wouldn't be funny. Did have. So that should have, could have, would have, isn't it? I suppose one of these would go on there actually. Just out of interest, are they a bit? Perhaps they're a bit. Let's see if I can ever get them off the card. No, it's a bit too, isn't it? I'll tell you what, if you'll bear with me again, I have got a thought, and I'm gonna wipe that and put the top on before I have that thought. Bear with me. I'm trying to think what I can put on there. I might leave that for now because I might put a charm on there. I like that, but I'm not over the moon with it, and I don't think I've got any other buttons nearby that I can route through. I've got one. I've got a tin of buttons here, but I really don't think there's any in here that would go. What I'd like really, if I have a button, is quite an old sort of creamy coloured one, and I think these are all a bit too white. It's not too bad. Got a pink one here, but it's way too pink, isn't it? You can see that. Yeah, I think that's way too pink. Either way, it's the same. Got these just ordinary. Now, quite like that. But no, I'm going to hang fire on that. I'm going to hang fire on that. And also, I want to put something down here. But no, I'm going to leave that for now. I'm going to get on with something else in it. Let's just get rid of these. Put them back in the tin while I'm here, otherwise they'll end up spinning around my desk, whoops, forevermore. Get them out of the way. So I'm going to get some of this out of the way, chuck it out of the way, doesn't matter. And have a quick flick through, see if there's any more labels and things I might want to put in. I'm glad I've done the back anyway, I'm happy with that. I am very happy with that. I don't really want to do something the same on the front, although I love that. I am happy with that, very happy with that. Something's going on the spine, but anyway, shut up, Junior, thinking, just get on with it, will you, woman? So I'm going to. So, I hope you're crafting today and enjoying yourself. I'm just flicking through to see what needs what at the moment, but I will give you a proper flip through when it's done. Now, I know I'd got so far with it and I'd decorated enough so far, I reckon I have anyway. A bit further, see how far I got with the actual, that's supposed to go down, it never does, with the actual decorating. Yeah, I was just gonna, no, I think I was gonna put something on there, but strange enough not on there. But I don't know what I want on there, so let's put that out of the way. That's got to go in later. Let me think. Perhaps, what colours have I got here? The wrong colours. Yeah, I've got some mauves going on here already, and that's not mauve, so that can get out of the way. Have a quick route. Let's have a look, hold on, I've got some stuff here. Let's shift that a minute. I'll read through some of this. Don't we want a bird, do we, or do we want a bird? Oh, I don't know. It's quite sweet, really. We'll keep him out for something else. I think he's going in. That's autumnal. This is sort of, it's quite pretty. The label. The tags. What's that one? That's just a tag. Okay. No, that's hideous. Muttering, here I go. Mutter. This is just spare bits of ephemera there. Let's get some other stuff. Chuck that over there. Chuck that there. I'm trying to stick to stash and scraps on for this, so I'm not going to go looking through anything that isn't scraps and stash. Can you see that? Look at all this. This is just a tiny weeny fraction of what I've got. But it's great fun to look through. Maybe. Let's go back in here. Envelope. It's not. Yes, it is. It's got a flap on it. It is. It is. Oh. This one's got a bit of lilac in it. Isn't it? No. No. Nobody on a frame. They shouldn't even be in here. That's pretty. I know there aren't really yellows here, but I quite like that. Once it's inked up, it might look nice. Right, she says. It's another nice bit of sparkle. No, it doesn't go. It's too blue. Too blue for that particular page. Got here. They're like 70s bits and pieces that I've got. Nope. Would help if you got it out the right way, June. Quite like that. In fact, I do. I think the colours blend in nice. I do like this clock. In front or behind. I'm going to have those. I am going to have those. Oh, stamps. Quick route through, make sure there's nothing else. Oh look, Christmas. This is the general bits and pieces box that doesn't go with anything, if you know what I mean. It's just stuff that I chuck in. When I've finished, oh look, church doors. They're pretty. My goodness me, I cut those out back in the day and emboss them. Do you remember the embossing boards? Do you know what I threw? I threw away about, if you can see those, I threw away about 20 of those. Who were they made by? The Glitter Girls, I think it was. Yeah, the Glitter Girls. I think they got some kind of Queen's Award for inventing or creating the embossing boards because they're good for partially sighted people to do crafting. Yeah, but you know what? One day I'm going to use those, obviously not in here, but I'm going to use those in the journal. So they're too pretty to throw away, aren't they? They make a lovely wedding journal or Christmas. Yeah, there you go. It's surprised what you find, isn't it, when you go rooting through all your stuff. Anyway, June, you're not supposed to be reminiscing, you're supposed to be getting on. Getting stuff. See, no wonder it takes me so long to do a journal because I faff around and God. But yeah, I do like that, and I think I wish you could speak to me because I don't know where to put the clock behind. I know it's smaller and I know it probably would go behind, but somehow I like it. That doesn't make sense, does it? You wouldn't have a clock. It's going behind. I don't really want to put it behind, but it's going behind because I think it just makes sense. Not really that anything in here does make any sense because it makes no sense whatsoever. Anything in this journal. It's just an eclectic mixture. But, yeah, you know what I mean. It's sort of, much as I love the clock, I don't want it in the front. Whoops. So if you can imagine if that was like some kind of garden centre or the greenhouse attached to a garden centre, if it had a clock in it, I know it wouldn't be hanging from the from the ceiling, but it might be hanging from the ceiling. They do, don't they? Let's get it up the right way, June. 12 o'clock, that's the 12 up there, isn't it? 12:15, that's it. So when I said 12 o'clock, I wasn't saying that. I can tell the time. But I wanted to get the 12 at the right place. Just going to have a quick inking. That's it. And that can go in. I think this will be strong enough to hold it. If it starts to lift at any time, then I'll just pop a bit of art glitter behind it. But this is very, very strong. In fact, it's stuck. Don't you dare stick. That's it. I do like that. Does make that page a bit more interesting. And that's the sign up. Maison de Nouveau, I think it says, but half of it's mixed, hidden with the flowers, but that's what it says. House of Nouveau. Got some marks on it, but I don't think they'll matter too much amongst all the coffee dyeing and all the rest of it, and inking. They may well come off actually, but that will do. That will be fine. And I think I'm going to ink around that little bit. Just so it's in keeping. So I just had a card order going on. Expecting a delivery, so I can see out the front from the window behind me. I can see out the outside the front of my house who's pulling up, and especially who's coming down the drive. Whether I want to hide from them or not. Right, I'm going to have a little sip of my coffee because it's probably stone cold by now. Ooh. It is stone cold, but it tastes lovely, so excuse me 2 minutes because it's nice coffee. Yep, slurping as usual. Yeah. So, that bird there. I am. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go for it. What a devil. Just doing it. Where was I going to put it? I've forgotten where I was going to put it. Oh, dearie me. Up here, wasn't it? Yeah. It's going about there. That'll do. That'll be alright. That's it. What's also about my coffee is, I don't know about you, I love the taste of espresso and I love the strength of it. But I like milk in it, and that probably doesn't make any sense at all, putting milk. A lot of people, I was at a cafe in Rye, quite a nice little place, and the lady brought my espresso out, and I said, excuse me, have you got any milk? She said, you don't have milk in espresso. I said, I do. And she gave me such a funny look. I said, well, I do. So I don't do what everybody else does. Never have done, never will. Yeah, so she went in, very kindly went in and got me some milk. So now I'm looking for something to go on there. Do I need something on here? I do, don't I? Let's have a look. Exactly. Look, see what I've got here. I'm off again. Here I go. Sorry about this. I really didn't know what I was going to put in this night, and I did think that I had everything I wanted on my desk, but I've found there's things that how about if I find a mushroom to go with those, or a toadstool, or whatever you want to call them. I've got a few here cut out. I've got stickers, which are nice, but I've got some, sure I've got just a few that I've got cut out. If I can find them. Why does that always make me laugh when I'm going to try and find something? Do you laugh when you say you're going to try and find something? I'll tell you what, I'm going to get this whole kit and caboodle out and have a look at it, because I know, I'm almost certain that one of them, if it's not that one over there, has got some mushrooms in it. I think that's all flowers. I know I saw some this morning. I saw some. There are some. Don't know what they're like, but I've got some. Let's just shove these back. Oh, before I start knocking them all over the floor. I'm going to leave those out. Look, here we go. I'm going to leave everything out now. No, I don't need those. They're animals, and I'm not putting animals in this one. Sorry, it's not very interesting, is it? I just keep getting up and down, up and down. It's all right if you tuned in to watch a kangaroo program or something. But, oh, don't tell me I put the wrong one away. No, I haven't. Oh, thank the Lord for that. I've got a couple in here. Unfortunately, they need cutting out. You know what my cutting's like. But nevertheless, hopefully it wouldn't take too long with one of these. That's quite nice on there. I don't know, they're a beigey colour, but oh, that's nice. It needs to be quite, I don't know. It's a beige one, but it. What do you think to that? In actual fact, that's almost the same as those. Let's have that one. He's already cut out. How about that one? Perhaps another little one beside it. Determined to make you suffer me sitting cutting one out. No, don't go. Sorry, that doesn't go, not that don't go. Common as milk. Right, no, it's going to be just, I think it might be those two. Both of them. Or is that too much? A nice green one here, but that is big. Look thin. Well, no, he's too big, unfortunately. He would have looked quite nice, actually. But the page isn't big enough, well, the pocket isn't big enough. So, I think stop fiddling, woman. I'm going to see what those two look like if I can cut this one out. This paper is so thin that these are on. frightened of tearing it. Famous last words. I wasn't going to ink anything in this journal. No, it was going to be a clean journal, not a bit of ink in it anyway, but it's it's full of it now. But still, I like it. I like it. It looks nice. It gives it finish. Well, some people do it no inking at all, and their stuff looks brilliant. And I don't know how they do it. I'd love to be able to do that. I suppose I ought to practice, really. Right, let's have a look. I hope this isn't glaring at you. You can see them on there. I don't want them to be too in your face because it isn't that sort of spread on this page, is it? So, oops. Shove this lot out the way. Let's have a look at the time. Goodness grief, I've been here all day. Well, very nearly all day. Ah, get out. No. Please don't play me up. Not fair. I was just going to stick it there. Doing it too upright. It looks silly. It really looks silly anyway, but yeah. Come here. God dear. Yeah, you can go somewhere like that, yep. Let's see if I can get him off the page. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish off here shortly, and then I'm off to have a shower. Well, I might carry on with this a bit because there's a few other bits I want to do to it because I want to get it finished today. And so I've got beads to put on it, just a couple of bits to put on the spine. There's a couple of other little tiny bits I want to add to it, and I'm quite pleased with those. That looks a bit better than it did anyway. Attitude. Right, they're done. Done. Let's just cut them through. Yeah. All mushroomy towards the end. There's not much room in here, is there? Actually, sorry. Actually, there is. There's plenty of room. Right, I think that's all I'm going to be doing to the actual journal itself, the inside. So I'll be doing a flip through. I'm just hoping that I'm sure I had. I'll have a quick look because I'm sure I had an envelope somewhere that didn't have anything in it, and I remember thinking to myself, I must put something in there, unless it was another journal entirely, which is equally possible. I'm going to add a few more bits in the pockets, I think. Maybe it was somewhere else. Something else entirely. No, it's not that big. Yeah, I'm sure I had one, but I'm sure I had something that needed to go in here. I've obviously just imagined it. That all looks a bit bare actually, just there. No, I definitely imagined it. Could have sworn I had. I wondered if it was a hidden pocket or something somewhere that I've forgotten about. Or certainly about. Oh well, never mind. Perhaps I'm imagining it. Perhaps there wasn't. I'll be going through it anyway before I flip through, because I've got to go through it anyway to finish putting bits in it. So as I say, there's loads of this sari silk. I deliberately put a large amount on. There's nothing worse than only having a tiny weeny bit to do a bow with and struggling with it. It's nice to have plenty, and it's also nice to have plenty so that you can expand it. So there'll be something going on there. Obviously the little book will go in the pocket there. And get these bits out of the way. There'll be very likely something else going on the back. And those are things I've got to think of. I've set myself a goal. I've got to think of them before the end of the day so that I can get it finished and do your flip through, which will be probably, hopefully, I'll have done it and get it up by Tuesday, Wednesday at the very latest. Fingers crossed. So I think that's all. I better didn't put the, if I don't put the tag back in, I will completely forget. And it will disappear in the rubble that is my desk and never to be seen again. And I'm going to pop the little thingy back in as well. That's going to have a couple of other bits in it. That's it. There's something going on there. Something going there on the back. Beads. All fiddly stuff. That's really better not to film because I've got to sort through my beads yet and decide what beads are going in it. It's definitely having some beads on it. And there's a few other bits to go on it, so I won't keep you any longer. And I hope you've enjoyed the video. And me rambling on about dogs and gardens and peppers and all the rest of it. And thank you so much for joining me. And please give me a thumbs up. All helps my algorithms, as they say, and helps my work to get seen more. And it's something I love doing, so that would be wonderful. Thumbs up and subscribe, please, if you can, if you want to, not if you can. If you want to, there'll be more coming, obviously. The Bumblebee Journal also will hopefully be finished this week. I'll just give you a very quick glimpse of that if I don't fall over one of my many cutting machines that's sitting under my desk amongst goodness knows what else. This, whoops, nearly fell over. It's old age. That's the Bumblebee Journal. Got to do something on the back of that as well. There's a lot going on in that as well. There's also one signature, but probably should have been 3, but she's going to be beautiful. She's going to have more lace and more bits and pieces. But yeah, I'll give you obviously a proper flip through of that when it's finished. I might show you the just last bits of finishing it off. Some nice sparkly bits on this. I don't suppose the camera shows them up, does it? It never does. Why is it so it's difficult? I made a bowl with a particular glaze. I'm trying to think what it's called, and it's got like glittery stuff in it. It's not glitter. It's some kind of mineral in it that glitters as the light catches it, and it is an absolutely beautiful bowl. And it's sitting in my shop in Paintspotsandpaper, and I mean, it's a gorgeous fruit bowl. It's really lovely, but you can't get the depth of the glitter of it on camera. I've taken loads of photos of it and I cannot get it to glitter, so I don't suppose use the glitter on that. But anyway, if I don't sell it soon, I'm just going to keep it because it's too nice to just sit around and not be used. Well, I think it is. Blowing my own trumpet, it is. So anyway, there you go. That's me for today. And thank you very much for joining me. Take care, everybody. Be nice to each other. And enjoy today. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.